So those of you who do not know me, my name is Daniel Ejay. I come from Ghana, West Africa. We just sit on the Atlantic Ocean. So if you want to come to Ghana, see me after Mass. You will enjoy some beaches. Good. Come on. A small boy, I grew up. That's me. And that's my family. I have 3 sisters and a brother and my mom. Unfortunately, my dad passed away 3 years ago. So I've deleted him from the picture. I grew up in a very small village where we didn't have a church. And we used to walk like 8 miles to the next village for masses, anytime priest is present, or for services, which was led mostly by catechists. And my dad was the catechist at the time. And so we walk, but at a point in time, we realized that the old guys, whilst my people were growing, at a point they can't do the walking again. So they will stay home. And I was just almost about 2 years to finish the seminary. So in conversation with some of the elders in the village and in the church, we decided to start a church in my village because there wasn't any church over there. None. So we decided to bring the gospel home instead of always traveling to go for masses with other people. So we broke away from the other church. It was amicable. It was not like a fight. So the first time we had mass was under this tree, and this tree still stands, actually, which is about 15, 12, 13 years ago. And when they did the first mass, I was not around. I was in the seminary, so I couldn't attend. And I'm told there were about 14 people who started under this tree. Then later on, a parishioner offered a land, about 8 acres, 8 plots of land. Ghana will say 8 plots. I don't know how you say it here. 8 plots of land for the church. And so we decided to build up just a small tent. So we went to the bush to carry wood, just to build up a structure to put on aluminum, which will save us from the rains and the sun. And so that's me, carrying some of the wood. I was home. So this is the structure we kind of put up. I was the one, but now I have been a priest. So this picture was when I was a priest. I was the one celebrating Mass for my own people. Then we began to build around the structure, like the main church. And so this is a construction work going on. All these guys actually are not even Catholic, except these, the one inside are Catholics. These are all some of the town guys. There wasn't any church, so when they realized we were building something, everybody wanted to help. So they would just come in, give a helping hand. Come on, go back. So this kind of the construction going on, right? And this is the plan. This is what we intend building. So this is not what we have built. This is the plan, right? This is the vision. Okay. Isn't it nice? Yeah. It looks nice, but it's a lot of work. So at the moment, this is where we are. The whole structure is built. It's left with, the decoration stuff, tiling work, ceiling, all the fancy stuff, which is going on. But let me acknowledge that this has been possible not by my strength, but friends in Ghana, some few friends in Ghana, and mostly friends in Pittsburgh. I was in Pittsburgh before I came here. Actually, I ran away. If I had told them I'll be leaving, I know they will find their way out to keep me there. They were so good. They loved me to the core, and I loved them to the brim. They were so good. So the parish and most of the friends would just help out because they heard I was doing something like that. Everybody wanted to support, everybody. So gradually, I have been able to reach this level because of them. Okay. So this is the inside. The picture looks a little bit blurred, but we have, stained grasses, not as beautiful as yours, but it's okay in Ghana, trust me. So at the moment, there are people on site working on the floor. I'm doing terrazzo, okay? You know terrazzo? So the main church, I'm doing terrazzo, then the sanctuary will be tiles. I am building a marble altar like this and 2 ambos, one for the gospel and one for musicians or those who will make announcements. Then I'll build another altar here for the tabernacle, the one we have behind, right? So I'll build an altar here where I'll put the tabernacle on it. One ambo will be here, one ambo will be there. You have the main altar. Then I am building chairs, these ones. So the carpenter is also working on it. And the floor, they are also working on it. So it's a gallery. All these places are meant for parishioners. When there's overflow, they will climb up. That's why it has caused me a lot because, I didn't need that. But anyway, so that's where we are. When you see these guys, so this is the background. The church is called Sacred Heart of Jesus. So I intentionally put the Sacred Heart, Sacred Heart of Jesus, Sacred Heart of Mary, just to resonate with the name of the church. And the altar I'm building will have a logo of the Sacred Heart before the altar. You'll see it very soon, don't worry. I'll share with you. So this is one Sunday Mass, which I was presiding. That was, I think, last 2 years when I was home. I was celebrating my 10th anniversary, so I went back. These people in the yellow are the Catholic Women Association, so they had their own cloth, which they wear occasionally, just that, like the ninth, right? This is not graduation. This is the choir, Sue and his people. This is the choir, and these are some of them. The catechist, when the priest is not there, this is what they wear to lead services. Okay. This is usher. This is usher. They have dresses just to identify them. Okay. And they have a lot of foodstuffs, right? They brought it to the priest. So normally in Ghana, during offertory, people will bring foodstuffs because they are all farmers, just to support the mission house. That's the idea. So all this is for the priest. But if it's too many, the priest can't use them. He takes them to the hospitals or the clinics to take care of people. Come on. So that's the church where we are. This place, I'm going to use a kind of design it's like a tile, but it's not tile. I don't know its name for this place, but I want them to finish everything, then I'll do that. So at least we have a place of worship, and some of the parishioners in Pittsburgh will always come to visit. So here I was home with some of them, a family, the family of the Rolandi family. This is my brother, our last born, and that's the girlfriend. They'll be marrying in August, so I'll be going home in August to marry them. So if you don't see me in July, August, I am doing wedding in Ghana. You can come with me though. And this is my mom. This is Donna, one of the parishioners who visited, I think last 3 years when I was home. The Rolandis, when they visited, I presented something for the parish. It was a kind of portrait of appreciation to the parish. So they received it on behalf of the Pittsburgh parish. These are some of the parishioners. This lady was on the pastoral council, and with other person called Frank, they initiated the process of helping. Let me go to quickly. Come on. So I was home last year. When I went home, this is my family at Mass, after Mass in the church. These are some of the servers. So when you stand at the pinnacle of the church, this is the view of my village. And look at this building. This one, he's the richest guy in the village. But very soon, I'll be richer than him, trust me. Yeah, so just to give you a kind of taste, it's a small community, but growing very fast, growing rapidly. Come on. Yeah, in Ghana, when people want to show you respect, sometimes they will bow. But when an elderly person bows as a priest, normally they will bow to you. I don't need that. So I also bow in return, just to also pay homage, you know. Now, we have a church, but what the point is, it's a mission church. So the priest comes in. They come in to stay for 3 days, 4 days, depending on the need. And so when they come, where do they stay? That is the point. Because we don't have a mission house, when they come, it is either a parishioner vacates his or her room so that the priest stays there. Then a person goes to stay in probably the family house. So in talking with Father Matthew, the idea of, what can we do for Lent? This idea came up. And we decided, okay, let's go for mission house, rectory. So Father Matthew said, okay, get us a plan for that. So this is what I intend building. It may look huge, it may look fancy, but the idea is once you have a mission house and you have a church, the place can easily become a parish. They can easily bring a priest there because there's a place to stay, there is a church and the people. So the idea is, let me go for a mission house which probably has 3 rooms, because if you get 2 pastors, if the place is made a parish, it will have other mission churches. So normally they'll bring 2 people. One stays to cater for the parishioners, and the other priest goes around visiting the other parishes. So this is a 3-bedroom house, one for the pastor, one for the assistant, and one for the visitor, like me when I go home, right? I'll go and stay there. Then it has a hall, a sitting hall, and a kitchen, and a storeroom. It has a garage, but actually I don't need a garage in Ghana. We don't have snow. So I'm going to convert the garage into an office where the priest can have his privacy to meet with any parishioner who wants to see the priest. So that's my intention. So I'll convert this place into a parish. Okay. So like this is me when I was ordained. I think my second year of ordination, I was going for, we call it trek, going to visit some of the villages. And I needed to cross river before I can go. So I have to learn even how to paddle, all those ones. And, the place was, I needed to walk, so I have to remove, I was in cassock. We normally use cassock, but I can't use the cassock in the water, so I have to remove it. This is my maskets and my bag with my few belongings for my pastoral duty. So just to give you a taste of what mission work is in Ghana. So that's the mission house. It looks nice, right? Isn't it? Okay, it may not be nice to the Americans, but to the Ghanaians, it's superb. All right, so this is what we intend to go for. The inside will be like this, actually. And how much are we looking at? Anybody with a guess? Look, the car is not part of it, okay? It's just the mission house. So if you are building something like this, how much do you think we need? Any guess? 50,000. Okay, sure. So 50,000, we'll be able to build this in Ghana. So that's my target, 50,000. That looks huge, right? But trust me, you'll get it in a twinkle of an eye. I trust you guys. All right, so that's what we are going for. But the good news is this. Somebody heard the news, and immediately the person reached out and said, if the parish is able to raise $25,000, I am going to match it. Isn't that fantastic? So at the moment, if we're able to raise $25,000, I'm assured that I have $25 sitting in somebody's bank account. So my duty is to raise the $25,000, and I count on you. Now, this is the deal. So why the mission house? For evangelization. The place can easily become a parish, so they can easily bring a priest in. And when the priest is in town, the parish grows. The priest does not only serve the village, but they serve all the village church, but serve all the villagers too. So when I go home, I'm a priest not for the Catholic Church, but the entire village. I go to every home, visit everybody. People come to you with their needs, whatever they are. The idea of I'm not a Catholic is not in village setting. People come to you anytime they are in need of a priest. So having a mission house is going to help. Great. So we are looking at 45,000, 50,000. Now, if I get about 10 people to give 10,000, 20 people to give, 10 people to give 1,000, 20 people to give 500, 100 people to give $100, and probably 200 people to give $50. And then the coins, the quarter, the kids will give the quarter. You'll be able to raise it in a very short time. You know what? The good news is if you want to do a donation in memory of a relative who has passed on, please do that, and I'll recognize them. Anybody who gives a donation and I get the person's name, I'll have a plaque with all the names to recognize all those who gave a pesewa, a penny, any dollar amount you give. So if you want to if you are sending in a check, please let your name be on it. You can't do a check without a name. If you are doing a check, if you want somebody to be, as a memorial, put the person's name in an envelope, and Dean will let me know, and I'll recognize the person. Okay? And the last one is, how do we write the check? So write the check to St. Pius Parish. But just write on it Ghana. Okay? Very important. The Ghana is more important than the amount. Because if you don't write the Ghana, Father Mighty will take my money. And I don't want to have a conflict with him. So please just put Ghana on it, or mission house, or rectory, but Ghana must be on it, okay? All right. Any question? Can I ask any question at all? Yes, Marilyn. If you rate 100,000, what is 100,000? Oh, 100,000 is twice the 50,000. Oh, that's a very important question. Marilyn, if I don't get 100,000, I'll hold you responsible. Good. So when you rate 100,000, and I was talking with Father Matthew yesterday, and he suggested that I should use it for an endowment for the church. So that when I'm not there one day, which of course I'm going to die, it could be used in maintaining the church, paying utilities and other stuff. Any more question? John? Close. I saw the J. Online we don't have, but once you walk out of in the gathering space, there is a box with Ghana St. Pius House. Drop any dollar inside. But online we don't have at the moment. But if you want to give online, just you send me email, we'll find a way out. Yep. Any more question? Anytime you want to talk about it, when you see me outside, please let me do. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your generosity.